So, okay, Corinne, tell me, before we dive in, just tell me a little bit about what you do.
So I am currently a licensed veterinary technician in the state of Washington. I am basically the in between. I'm basically a nurse, for lack of a better term, for veterinary patients.
So, what was the main reason you were looking for a new position?
I was just kind of looking for something different. Veterinary medicine, even within the specialty practices and fields, is a little bit behind in the way that we utilize certain roles within the hospital, such as the veterinary technician or the veterinary assistant. So I felt a little bit stuck within specialty. The doctors do most of the diagnostics, they do, most of the lab stuff, stuff that I want to be learning and doing. And so I feel like given me kind of a push to really learn more and utilize my license more appropriately than what I was.
That's great.
Yeah,
So, where were you in your search for a new job prior to partnering with us?
I was working for a corporation, a referral practice in Renton, Washington. Um, when you had reached out to me, I had already had interviews and had received job offers from two other referral practices in the area.
You had a few other offers on the table that you had been considering. What would you say ultimately led you to take the job that we presented you with over any of the other opportunities you had considered?
I think, in talking with everybody that worked there, they really loved it. And there is a huge, team feeling within the team itself that I haven't experienced before. I think just knowing that, I would be an integral part in kind of creating this new thing and this new idea of veterinary medicine and the way that technicians and assistants are utilized was something that I definitely wanted to be a part of. And I didn't want to give up, actually practicing and, being able to talk to clients and educate people and help, pets. So it was a great opportunity for me and I'm glad that I took it.
Yay. So,
Yes.
would you describe what the experience was like working with us while we helped you find this opportunity?
So you had reached out to me, kind of set up an interview with me via the phone. And from there, I mean, you were really probably one of the most communicative, like, what's your title? I know your title.
Recruiters.
Recruiters. Yes, sorry. One of the most communicative recruiters I think I've ever worked with. I mean, you kept in touch with me throughout the whole entire interview process. I got to meet with, the CEO, the medical director, the chief of staff. I got to meet with everybody in upper management throughout the interview process, to meet everybody. Sometimes we would go out for coffee. Most of the time it was virtual meetings. But it was nice to kind of meet everybody before making that decision, just to kind of see how the people are, how it would fit in to the company and, what I could do and how my skills could, help in general. Um, and then you were also very helpful in actually making the decision. You kind of talked me through pros and cons, what other places could offer me and what could offer me that was different from those places. So it was a very in-depth interview process, but it was nice and it was necessary for sure.
Yeah, we wanted you to find your home, right? Like a place that you could
Yes.
feel really good about joining. So we had to make sure
Yes.
we were checking all the boxes. So,
Yes.
what would you say was the biggest benefit from partnering with us at Beyond Just You to you in the process?
Probably, the promise And now that I'm actually working for the company, seeing that I am going to be kind of, one of the first people working for the company and creating these, processes and procedures for the hospital. And it's nice to know that um, if and when opens up more practices, these are the procedures and processes that I've helped to create. And I was kind of an integral part of. So yeah, it also gave me the opportunity to kind of see a different side of veterinary medicine, which is the mobile vet care. So going into people's homes and working with patients, which is really nice to see. It's nice to see the patients more comfortable and less stressed than they are in the clinic. And it's nice to kind of go slower, um, whereas, corporations and private practices and big referral centers are kind of machines that pump out patients, and we try to do all the things all at once. So it's nice to go slower, meet the clients, meet the patients, and really get to know people.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, would you recommend Beyond Just You to any other person who's looking for a new opportunity? And if so, why?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Um, I think right now we're kind of small, we're tight knit. Hopefully in the future, obviously we won't be small, but we'll kind of remain tight knit. I think, a lot of the times people in the field or any field really don't feel like they're being heard by management, upper management, the creators of certain things. And I think that having the meetings and, meeting with everybody, and on the team is really nice. And I think if anybody's feeling lost or, that they have input that they want to give and they feel like they're not being heard, I feel like it's a great opportunity for people who want to make change. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it for sure.
That's awesome. I appreciate you sharing that. We consider ourselves kind of like matchmakers, listening
Mm-hmm.
to people like you and other candidates that we work with. Really, what are you looking for? What's going to make you feel fulfilled in your opportunity, and then matching you with the right company.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that you're as happy as you are with the practice that you joined and feel like you
Mm-hmm.
can see the impact you're going to be able to have, not just for today, but for the future as it continues to grow. That's just
Mm-hmm.
the greatest.
I just want to reiterate that like you were probably the best recruiter that I've ever worked with. I mean, I've never been in like such communication with a recruiter. Usually they just reach out to you, kind of skirt you along to whoever needs to be, whoever you need to be talking to within a certain company. And you didn't do that. You kind of stayed with me the whole entire way. You were checking in with me periodically to see how things went. So it was really nice to kind of feel like, somebody actually cared as to what I was doing and where I was going. So it was really cool.
Oh, thank you so much, Corinne. I really appreciate
Yes.
that. It means a
Yeah.
lot. And
Yeah.
congrats on the new role. Sounds like things are going well, and I can't wait to hear how it continues to evolve over the coming weeks, months, years. You never know, right?
Yes, for sure.